I want to talk about the way my day went today. Um, I, I had Ubereats, Doordash, Grubhub, and I had Postmates. I logged into Postmates off and on throughout the day. It might have been open a total of 2 hours total. I had a few offers. They sucked. I have it in scooter mode so I can see the items, and there wasn't one that was worth taking on Postmates. But I don't know how long I had it open, and that's irrelevant because I turned them all down. Uber Eats, I did two orders. One was for almost $26, and I was on a scheduled dash and in between Grubhub dashes or Grubhub blocks. But the $26 one, I took it. It came in at 31 minutes, but I knew that between waiting in the restaurant and dropping it off where it would take me 45 minutes roughly to get an area where I could actually get orders. I did that one, and then I did one for almost $10. It took me under 15 minutes, which both the orders I took on Uber Eats, and I turned down a lot in Uber Eats today, because I either had food in the car, it was going the wrong direction, or it just wasn't worth taking where the drop-off was. And then I did DoorDash. I did DoorDash at lunch, and I also had Grubhub blocks scheduled at lunch. I worked from 11:30 to 2, and then I cut off at 2, and I didn't start again until 4. I had a Grubhub block starting at 4. But I want to show what happened the second dash I did. That was my initial dinner dash. It was supposed to be from 5 until 9:30 or whatever. And the other two dashes were when I was looking at the thing. I scheduled dashes for whatever time I could, and I only did one order each on the next two dashes. But this $12 dash, I end up ending that because I got an offer in for Grubhub. It was $30, and I knew it would take me roughly an hour. Like where it was going in the restaurant. Anyway, the chances of me getting a DoorDash that would have fit perfect or almost zero, and I didn't want to deal with getting all the orders off DoorDash while I was doing that. And I knew I had Uber Eats, and I logged off Uber Eats so I could do this $30 Grubhub. But it came in the second I left the second restaurant in this dash, and I knew I had time to drop these off and get to the restaurant with the distance from the restaurant and the times and everything. I was pulling out a second restaurant when I got the offer on Grubhub, but I took this $4 add-on, and a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to do delivery under $6 or $7, whatever. The second delivery, when it came in, it was a lowball offer, $4, might have been $5 from Chili's. And Chili's and O'Charlie's are right across the street from each other. I could have walked and picked that up and ran back to my car and wouldn't take it long. But I was figuring it was going to take me an extra 10 minutes with it being the same apartment complex. Probably took me an extra 8 minutes because the food was ready when I got to Chili's. And I was able to drop off the O'Charlie's order and then go to the next building and drop off the Chili's order. So it was roughly 8 minutes for $4, 50 cents a minute. Sometimes these lowball add-ons make sense. It's $3 1 mile in same restaurant. Yeah, take that stuff because you might take a hit to your customer rating. Maybe. But they make sense for you making money. You know, they make a lot of sense sometimes. And sometimes a $12 add-on makes no sense. But I don't do stacked offers off DoorDash if they're more than 2 miles. doesn't, if it's a total of 2 miles more, or if I know it's a restaurant I'm going to have to wait at, I don't take them. Sorry. But I don't take add-ons where it's going to make one order late or customers going to have to wait a long time for the first one. I just don't do that. But I just want to show you that $4 one. Took 8 minutes, 50 cents a minute. That's really a good choice that I made, in my opinion. I did $125 on Grubhub today, and I had Grubhub blocks scheduled most of the day. I had them through lunch and through dinner, and I didn't. The only batched offer I did where I had 2 deliveries in the car was off Doordash that one time. But I turned down a lot of deliveries today. It didn't make any sense. I'll double dip if I get an order from Grubhub. I'll leave the other apps open, and if the drop off is less than a half mile out of the way, that's my limit on stacking orders with Grubhub. And then with Ubereats and DoorDash, if I'm running one of them, if I accept an order on DoorDash, I'll go an extra mile and a half. That's what I'll do with them. But I'm just going to show you. I only double dipped the once. I just had to reject shit constantly today. I worked 9 hours and made $219 or $24 an hour. People think you can't make that kind of money during a weekday. This is the slowest day of the week in my market. But you have multiple apps, and I did check into Instacart once in a while while I was taking my 2-hour break between lunch and dinner. If a decent Instacart would have came up, because I went home today and I did some other stuff, but no, if a decent Instacart would have came up while I was at home, I'd have done that as long as I was able to complete it before a Grubhub block started or the DoorDash shift. But like I said, you can make $200 in a day working 8 to 10 hours any day of the week, and on a weekend running multiple apps you can make 3 if you just have the mindset that stuff's going to come in, you're going to reject, and don't worry about your acceptance rate. Don't worry about if a conflicting offer comes in. Let's say you take it by mistake, you drop it. You just worry about making your money and doing stuff on time and making sure the customer has a decent experience. If you do that, you can make money on a regular basis.